Hey everybody, I'm Kady Rain and I'm going to talk to you today about your self-worth. If you hear a little noise in the back, that's because my daughter, she wants to participate in this video today. So let's get right to it. So if you've ever felt like you're too much or you're too emotional, too deep, too spiritual, this video is for you. And it's because people have told you those things, right? Yeah, and we've accepted it. But this video is going to hopefully change that perspective. So today we're talking about something very foundational. It's your worth. Because until you truly know who you are, you'll keep shrinking to fit spaces that were never meant to hold you. So let's start here. Your worth is not up for debate. It's not defined by your past relationships, your mistakes, or your relationship status. See, Psalms 139, it reminds us that we're fearfully and we're wonderfully made. That means you don't have to strive to perform or to pretend. You just have to align with who God says you are, because your worth is something that you just accept, you receive. Your self-esteem is something that you work out. It's your successes. It's what you think of yourself. But today we're talking about a worth that we receive, not our self-esteem. Because when you accept worth, your self-esteem it don't have a chance. It has to flow with, I'm God's child. So we forget this all the time, especially in dating, in our relationships. We forget our worth. So whenever we're dating or a relationship, when someone leaves us or rejects us, then suddenly we start questioning if we're worthy of love. But here's the truth. Ready? Rejection isn't always a loss. Sometimes it's a redirect to something better. But why do we shrink? That's because we've been taught, sometimes even without realizing it, that we're like water, meant to take the shape of whatever container that we're put in. But you're not water. See, you're not meant to be shapeless, bending yourself to fit every situation or person that you meet. So when you start molding yourself just to make others comfortable, you lose sight of who God made you to be. Your worth is like a solid foundation. See, it's strong, it's unchanging, it's designed to hold steady no matter what life throws at you. So stop trying to fit into shapes that aren't meant for you. Stand firm. Be the rock in your story. So how do you do this? See, whenever we're upset, this is how you walk in your worth. You reaffirm your identity. You get in God's word every day. You speak God's promises over your life until they drown out the lies, right? She was sad. I'm holding her, and now look at her. So that means that whenever you take your fears and you bring them to God, you bring them to that source of security, things begin to change. The second thing is you set emotional boundaries. So if someone's presence costs you your peace or makes you feel small, that's your cue to reset or to remove yourself from that situation. Stop explaining your value. You don't have to convince anyone of your worth. If they don't see it, they aren't meant to be a part of your journey. So surround yourself with people who remind you of your worth, not who require you to prove it. Can I have my hand back? So what happens, Kaylin, when you know your worth? You want to talk about that? See your shirt? It says princess. When you know your worth, you stop chasing validation because you're not a pauper. You become discerning, peaceful, and even confident. You won't waste your time with people who don't honor you. Instead, you'll wait, you'll walk. And that peace that's meant for you, it will never pass you by. You'll stop accepting half love or broken promises because you know that you deserve whole love, the kind of love that's meant to be for you. So here's this. I want to thank you for watching this video, but I want to thank God for what He's going to do in your life even more so. Because you're just too worthy and you're just too called to settle for something less than what you deserve. So if this message has encouraged you, please hit the like button, subscribe for more faith-filled relationship wisdom. And if you want a song that reminds you of your value and journey, go listen to my single, It's Cinderella's Story. It's right here on my profile. Cinderella's story talks about different relationships of how they can occur, how they can begin. But at the end, it talks about how whenever you find that right person, instead of magically having this castle that appears and it's like, oh, this is great, it's talking about building a relationship with somebody from the ground up, so that you can pick what color the walls are, the shape of the staircase. You have a say in what you do, right? Ain't that right, princess? So I'm Kady Rain. Keep your head up, your heart guarded, and your worth unshaken. We'll see you in the next video.